Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, as you all are aware that we are revising all the complete syllabus of term 2. In this series of revision, we finished uh, writing section till the last video. We have been discussing about application for job, invitation writing and report writing. So after finishing writing section, today in this video lesson I am going to give you some tips about reading section, how to how to solve unseen passages in English. So after we have discussed reading section, we will start literature section once again. Once again we will discuss all the lessons which are there in the syllabus of term 2. Okay, so let's begin. And one more thing, your pre-board examination is also going to start from your pre-term 2 examination is going to start from 7th of Feb. So all these videos will be helpful for the point of view of the examination too. So let's begin. Tips for the reading section. Number 1, don't expect to understand every word. So you need not know the meaning of each word in a passage. Don't start reading the text before looking at the questions. So mostly it happens the moment students get question paper, they start reading the complete unseen passage. So they are not supposed to do it. Before reading the passage, they should look at the questions. They should read the questions. Third number, read the title of the passage very carefully if given. Determine what clues it gives you about the passage. Use your general knowledge and experience of the world to form a picture about what the passage is all about. Look at the title and also the visual, graph or map given to get some clue about the content. Okay? So you need not read the complete passage. Don't expect to understand every word. Don't start reading the text before looking at the questions. Read the title of the passage very carefully if given. Determine what clues it gives you about the passage. Use your general knowledge and experience of the world to form a picture about what the passage is all about. Look at the title and also the visual, graph or map given to get some clue about the content. Try to gather a general idea about each separate paragraph. Try to find out whether they support the main idea as indicated by the title or whether they present a different point of view. Try to understand the writer's view and opinion. This will help you to interpret, evaluate and analyze various parts of the given passage. Next, watch the keywords like causes, results, effects, etc. Do not overlook single words, that is signal words, sorry. Do not overlook signal words such as those suggesting controversy. Example, verses, pros and cons, which indicate the author is intending to present both sides of an argument. Next point, concentrate on the main idea and ignore details. Most passages require at least 2 readings. Before choosing the answer, check the questions again to be sure you have understood them. Get better at scanning. Scanning is a reading method that allows you to find information faster. While scanning, you no longer read everything word for word. You just move your eyes across the text smoothly in a wave-like motion. You don't stop to read details and you don't waste time with unnecessary information. This is a great method of understanding the main ideas of a text and for finding the information you will want to read in more details. So hope these ideas are helpful. So good luck for your pre-term 2 examination. So now after the discussion of reading section, writing section, let us once again start literature section. In literature section we are going to revise The Rat Trap by Selma Lagerlöf. Let us go through the theme of the lesson. This is the story of a peddler who steals 30 kroner from a crofter's house, gets trapped in a forest and meets an iron master who mistakes him to be his regimental friend. He sends his daughter Edla to take him home from his iron works. The kind behavior, love, care, and generosity shown by this girl really transforms him and he leaves his old ways. Characters in the story: peddler, a crofter, an iron master, Edla Wilmanson. Edla Wilmanson actually. Now what is the gist of the lesson? The story is based on the universal theme that the essential goodness in man can be awakened through understanding and love. The story revolves around a belief that the whole world is nothing but a big rat trap, with all its temptations used as baits. The author uses the rat trap as a metaphor to justify the theme and basic idea that the world offers riches and joys as baits to trap man. The peddler in the story was a vagabond who sold rat traps with a little thievery on the side to make both ends need. He had no worldly possession to call his own, not even a name. It assumed him to think of the world as a rat trap and all the material possessions as bait as the world he felt was never kind to him. He takes shelter at a crofter's cottage. The crofter welcomed him, gave him dinner, shared his pipe, played majolies with him, also confided in him about his income and showed him where he put it. Next morning, the peddler steals the money and takes the back roads to keep away from people and gets lost in the jungle at night. While he wanders the forest, he realizes that he has also got caught in the rat trap and that the money was the bait for him. Finally reaches Ramzo Iron Works, where he takes shelter for the night. The blacksmith and his assistant ignore him, but the master mistakes him to be an old acquaintance and invites him home. The peddler does not correct the iron master, hoping to get some money out of him. But at the same time, he declines his invitation because of the fear of being caught for stealing crofter's money. The iron master then sends his daughter, who persuades him to go home with her. She notices his uncouth appearance and thinks that either he has stolen money or he has escaped from jail. The peddler is scrubbed, bathed, given a haircut, and shaved, and a suit of old clothes of the iron master. In the morning light, the iron master realizes that he is mistaken and that he is not the captain. He wants to call the sheriff. The peddler is agitated and breaks out that the world is a rat trap and he too is sure to be caught in it. The iron master is amused but orders him out. The compassionate Edla convinces her father and they should spend the Christmas day with him. The peddler spends the whole of Christmas Eve eating and sleeping. The next day at church, Edla and her father come to know that the peddler is a thief who stole 30 kroner from the poor crofter. Back home, they found a letter addressed to Edla, signed as Captain Von Stahel, and a rat trap as a gift from the crofter. In the rat trap were the 3 10-kroner notes of the crofter. This is all about the lesson. Already line by line explanation we have done, and summary also has been done today, and also earlier we discussed. Now let us discuss character sketch of each character. The rat trap seller. He was he had poverty stricken life, difficult circumstances, begging, petty thievery, and selling rat traps occasionally were his means of livelihood. Morally not upright, spares not even his host. The old crofter cheats him of his 30 kroner, takes advantage of situations and opportunities, philosophical and thoughtful, basic inherent goodness in him brought out through the kindness of Edla. Iron Master's daughter, Edla Will Manson. She is kind, compassionate, shy, modest, humble, and a great host. With a keen perception and an extremely sharp observation, she zeroes on the fact that the peddler had robbed someone or was on the run. She could even judge that he did not seem to be lettered. In a subtle way, she brings out the hidden but inherent goodness of the peddler by liberating him from the philosophical trap of his own tracking. She is persuasive, truly aptly deserves the title honorable and noble. The Iron Master, successful businessman, famous for supplying good quality iron products, was an army officer earlier, dedicated businessman, hasty and naughty in temperament, hasty and haughty in temperament, not good at judging people. As MCQs will not be CBSE hasn't confirmed yet whether the term 2 will be subjective or objective. There is a confusion. So both types of questions we are going to practice. Okay. So first of all, let us discuss objective type questions, standalone questions, MCQs. What was the content of the package left for Edla by the peddler? A small rat trap with 30 kroner in it, a small bangle, a necklace, a diamond ring. So we all are aware here. Option A is correct, that is a small rat trap with 30 kroner in it. Question 2. Peddler signed himself as Captain Von Stahel because he did not want to hurt the Iron Master and his daughter. He forgot his name. He wanted to meet Edla's expectations of him being an army man. He was the real Captain Von Stahel. So we all are aware the purpose behind that was He wanted to meet Edla's expectations of him being an army man. Third one. The Iron Master had mistaken the identity of the rat trap peddler and thought him to be an old regimental comrade, an old servant, an old employee, an old cousin of his wife. So we all are aware he mistook him as an old regimental comrade. Fourth one. After following the sound of the regular thumping, where did the peddler finally land? Mesolis, Forest, Manor House, Ramzo Iron Mills. We all know he went to Ramzo Iron Mills. Fifth one. Why did the Iron Master not seem pleased with the guest the next morning? Why did the Iron Master not seem pleased with the guest next morning? Because the peddler was poor. Question is, why did Iron Master not seem pleased with the next morning? Because he was not Nils Olov, because the peddler was a thief, because the peddler was a rat trap seller. Okay, so why did Iron Master not seem pleased with the guest next morning? Because he was not Nils Olov. Okay, so this was the reason. As he expected, as he mistook him as Nils Olov, but when he came to know the reality that he was not Nils Olov, so that is why he did not seem pleased with him. Why did the peddler want to be nice to Edla? Because she was clever and cunning, because he had decided to change, because she treated him like a real captain, because basically he was a nice person. So simply we all know, because she treated him like a real captain. Why did the crofter show his money to the peddler? Because he wanted to flaunt, because he was rich, because the peddler seemed incredulous, because the peddler looked him at ridiculously. Yes, so here option D, because the peddler looked at him ridiculously, the peddler did not believe what he said. Why did the peddler run to the forest? Highway was full of thieves. Highway was full of traffic. He was in fear of being caught. The forest interested him more. So simply we all are aware that the reason behind it, he was in fear of being caught. Rat trap is a metaphor used for humans and their lives, thieves and robbers, attraction and distractions, humans' greed and distractions. So it is the metaphor of human greed and distractions. Question number 10. Why do you think the peddler finally changed his way? Because of his crofter's hospitality, because he wanted to change, because the respect given by Edla, because of the invitation given by the Iron Master. So simply we all are aware that is because of the respect given by Edla. So let us leave till here, dear students. We discussed 10 questions in this video lesson. In the next video lesson, we will discuss a few more objective type questions. After that, short answer type questions and long answer type. Subjective questions will also be discussed. So we will be discussing both types of questions, as we are not sure what type of question paper will be there in the examination. As per the circular, it will be subjective, but still CBSE hasn't given any clarification regarding the question paper. Okay, so it's all about this video lesson. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.